having grown up in this town, I know what it used to be like here. I was just driving down Highway 99 here in Hazeldale and thinking to myself, besides the chemtrails and my mother and a lot of other things, what would be what's bothering me right now? Why do I feel kind of depressed? I got a million reasons, right? It seems like everybody does, and it was something more subtle though, and it was this road, Highway 99. When I was in high school, in the summertime, you would drive down this road and it would be, well, there was things to do. For one, there was like a mini golf up here at the Steak Burger, and there was several good restaurants that are not there now, and there would be hundreds of people cruising up and down just this strip right here, hanging out, smoking weed in parking lots or whatever. And the cops were everywhere back then. They were everywhere. You couldn't pull out your driveway without seeing one. They're virtually non-existent anymore, but there's more of them than ever. You never see them now. They're clearly doing something else, but it was the difference. Kids nowadays, they can't even comprehend what it's like. You hear the word freedom. What the flock and what kind of Felger carb is that? Freedom. It smells like free and dumb. I mean, kids can't even comprehend. I mean, we weren't free then either, but by comparison, we were. We're way more free. This is like a nightmare totalitarian police fucking state we live in now, with lot cop lights flashing all over the place and empty streets except for the homeless people who live in the bushes, right? And ain't no cruising going on. Nobody's, I would be at Burger King in there in my '63 Lincoln with suicide doors, lowrider, scraping the bottom as they go in and out of everywhere. And Jerry B and his niece is a Datsun bullet side lowrider sometimes. What else? I had a Pinto wagon lowrider. I had a Celica GTS. I had a '68 Cougar that was pretty badass. Cruised them all out here. Cruised them all. Multiple, it was like that all summer, every summer, until the big crackdown in I want to say 91, 92, and all of the 90s sucked ass in this town. You had to be rich and have all your ducks in a row, because if you tried to go do anything, you were getting stopped and getting your name ran and your numbers ran, and if they had any reason, they were fining you. And if you miss your court date, you get a warrant for your arrest. They impose the maximum fine, and then you get arrested at some inopportune time, and lose your apartment, lose your car, lose your girlfriend, lose your money, lose your job, over and over and over. That's kind of what happened to me. That shit happens, I guess. But there's no cruising. You can't. There's nothing. What a hot time in the old cruising Hazeldale. Wasn't that awesome? Wow. Wouldn't it be a lot cooler if I had to stop at several of the lights because there was more traffic, and the parking lots, looked like a car show, and people were having fun and breathing clean air and all that good stuff, right? Do you think the air we breathe could have anything to do with why nobody does anything anymore? Unless they're an immigrant. All right, anyway. All right. I used to cruise. It was cool. My parents used to cruise too. Grandparents probably cruised too. So the last 3-4 generations, they all got to cruise. They got to take their cars out, do whatever, get drink or do their drugs and cruise around and have a blast when they were younger. But not nowadays. No. The internet's so popular, nobody wants to do that stupid shit, cruise their hot rods and hang out and BS and with their friends and peers. Nobody wants to do that. That's stupid. Only stupid people do that. Smart people stay home and surf the internet every single day for the rest of their lives, because it's way safer. Right now. Be safe now. Anyway, bye-bye.